Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode in this series of the Wellington Wanderer. Not a lot's happened since you guys last left. We have scouted a couple of players and we've made an offer for Matty Longstaff. We have scouted Sarpreet Singh, who, if you don't know, just left the Wellington Phoenix and has gone to Bayern Munich and is doing alright there in real life. Taking a look at Marco Rojas, as a few of you might know, as if you follow the Phoenix, he played for us way back in the day and he was great, so I'd love to bring him back, but to be honest, the odds of that are very low. And we have made an offer for Noah Billingsley, and he looks like an alright right midfielder, a bit of variety, but a bit of a rotation player that we might be able to use. He didn't demand a very high wage, so I thought may as well make a bid and see what happens. Alright, so this is the squad and the tactics that we're going to be using in the first match of the series. We've got Hooper up top, who, by the way, has been banging them in the pre-season. That actually reminds me, this is how our pre-season went. It's pretty good. I was pretty happy with how it went. Clearly, we needed to tighten up our defense, and I tried to make a few tweaks in the last game, and I think that might have worked, but we got a 5-1 win against the reserves, which you really should expect, with Hooper scoring a hat-trick, 7-3 with, again, Hooper scoring a hat-trick, 4-2 with, again, Hooper scoring 2 goals. This one disappointed me a little bit with 3-3, but this was a game where Hooper got injured quite early, and Callum McCallum really stood up and banged some goals in for us, so I really am feeling confident putting him out on that left side. Hopefully he can make it his own this season. But yeah, that's how our pre-season went. Back to the side, we've got Ball, Macau, Davila, Steinman, Rufer, Hudson, Wahongi, Taylor, Payne, Kakachi, and Marinovic. We're playing against Perth Glory in the FFA Cup. We have unfortunately drawn probably the hardest team you can, considering they did win the league last year. For those of you who don't know how the A-League works, it is a league which then goes into the playoffs, with the top 6 teams being placed accordingly into those playoffs, and then they all fight each other for the actual league title. Unfortunately, the registration in this league is also a bit difficult, so although I have made an offer for Matty Longstaff, if we want him, we'll have to drop another one of our international players, because you're only allowed 5 in this league, and currently we have Stephen Taylor, Steinman, Ball, Hooper, and Davila. So that's 5 right there, so I think I'd have to drop one if I did decide to sign Longstaff on loan, but we'll have to see what we decide to do when that comes to it. But for now, we have the first match that I have as the Wellington Phoenix boss, and hopefully we can get off to a great start. As you guys have seen, the team selection here, and that's what we're going to use for the first game. We'll go ahead and submit the team. A couple of players not fully fit, and that's okay, but I'm sure they'll be able to play well. We need to give Sam Sutton a number. I think we'll give him number 25. That sounds like a nice rounded number for him. But let's get straight into the first game. And here we are with the starting lineups. As you know, our starting lineup with a lot of new players coming in. Only 2 players that were here last season. We don't mind that. We think that our team has been a significant upgrade to last season. Whereas this team over here, the Perth Glory team, the league leaders of last season, have made quite a few changes as well, but not too many. Most notably, Ben Fornaroli. I've put some instructions on him to try and break him down. Diego Castro. If you guys know the A-League, you'll know these players. They're big players for us, and we're going to have to keep an eye on them. But let's get straight into the dressing room, see what we're going to say to them today. I think today we're going to passionately say, come on lads, show me what you can do. No one's reacted well to that, so let's tell them all that I have faith in them, because that normally works well. They normally respond very well to that. It's a special day. It is a special day. I just put a bland comment on there. I've been told he's fine enough to play. He's a bit like a Swiss Army knife, and let's get into the kickoff. Alright, I haven't actually changed the highlights for this game, so we'll move it on to this speed, faster, very fast key highlights. We don't want to mess around in this save. We want to get all the good stuff in as much as we can. Alright, 5 minutes on the clock and no shots, but we do have a chance, and it looks like it is Perth Glory's chance. They put a ball in, but Kakachi manages to win it back with playing it up to Makawa. Makawa takes a wee bit of a run, and he's still going. He looks to pass it to Davila. Davila should be a great signing for us this year, and Rufa takes a hit, and it comes off the deflection and straight into Makawa's path, and that's the first goal for us this season in this Wellington Wanderers save. It's a really nice finish from Makawa. That does show that he knows what he's doing in front of goal. Rufa definitely doesn't deserve the assist, but we'll just take it nonetheless. Skip that and keep going with this game. It was a good start. We wouldn't expect to be 1-0 up against the previous league leaders. And we've got a chance back straight away with Rufa having another dig. Oh no, this one was a ball. Makawa gets it back. And Davila heads it in. Cullen Makawa is absolutely bossing this game right now with 1 goal and 1 assist. Davila has now scored his first goal for the Wellington Phoenix. And I know the other episode has said that he wasn't actually a very good player. And I'd like to politely apologise to Davila if he is watching, because he is a very good player. You have to be pretty solid to even be a professional footballer, and I know I could not do half as well as he could, and he's definitely shown me up there by scoring a goal, but it does look like Perth Glory are on the attack. 2-0 up, but we are going to have to be a bit cautious, and with those strikers, Castro and Fornaroli, we will have to keep an eye on them, but if they're going to shoot shots like that all day, I think that Marinovic will be fine. Stephen Taylor puts a ball through that doesn't quite find its way, gets another chance, plays a short pass to Kakachi, and Davila is going to go for a run, which is quickly stopped. He does that quite a lot in real life. He likes to have a wee run here and there. They don't always work, but they're always worth a try. And we've had highlights called. Oh, I'm just making sure that we are on key highlights, because we've had about 5 already in this game. I don't expect that many, but we keep attacking, and Hooper gets the ball. This is our absolute star player taking the shot, goes straight at the goalkeeper though. I guess it was a one-on-one. What can you expect in this game? If you haven't played Football Manager 2020, and if you have, you definitely know what one-on-ones are like. They are not very good. I probably should have taken a closer look at Tim Payne at the start of this game. I'm not going to lie. That was not the most intelligent decision I've ever made, because I probably will have to take him off at half-time now, because he isn't looking too fresh, but he's playing 6.8, can't be doing too bad. If you look at these match stats, we are all over Perth Glory with 2 goals to the good, but Fornaroli is through here, and of course, as soon as I was saying we're all over them, they strike back with a great ball from Kilkenny to Fornaroli, and it's 2-1. That is a bit of the kick in the stomach, but we're going to have to bounce back. And if you look at those stats now, aside from the possession, it is pretty even. And I think I'm going to say we've got to guard against complacency, and they've all agreed with that. They've all reacted very well. I will make that change that I was talking about before, though. I normally have my substitutes a bit more organised than that, and with no Fenton, I'm going to have to put Hudson Wahongi out to the wing and play Taylor as a ball-playing defender. I know that he's not the best at that position, but I'm sure he'll do a job. I took a look at his passing stats previously, and I'm sure he'll be able to do good enough for us there. So far in this game, I'm very impressed with Callum McCallum. I'm a little bit disappointed by Hooper, but obviously if you serve the chances up to him, he will absolutely gobble them up. So here we go, McCallum. Oh, This man is getting in all the right places right now. Although he didn't score that time, probably should have squared it back to Hooper, which they never do in this game, can I just say. That is really promising signs from such a young player. He probably is going to be one of the stars for us if we stick around for a couple of years. And here he goes again, running down the wing, putting the ball in. Not a great ball this time, but ball has a long shot, has a hit. And that is what I was talking about. That is why I wanted to keep both of them on the pitch. That is why I didn't want to take either of them out of the equation. That is why they are both combining, working together to score great goals like that. And David Ball has scored easily the best goal of the game so far. Bottom corner, nothing the keeper can do about it. What a hit. 3-1 up, back to that 2-goal cushion. And, of course, as soon as I'm talking about the 2-goal cushion, it gets taken away. That is a great ball from Kilkenny again, and just an easy header. Probably should be defending a bit better from that, but we can work on that. I think a centre-back is definitely on the cards. I think that should be something I'm keeping my eye out for in the market. And here we go again with an attack. Rufus seems to be everywhere in this game. And Davila loses the ball again. Although he has had a good game, like I was saying, those runs do kill him a wee bit, with Diego Castro doing the easiest shot to Marinovic, and I think that's the end of the chance. I think I'm going to be making a change for Davila, because he does seem like a bit of a hazard right now, I'm not going to lie. I'll bring Storino on because he's the only player that can really play that right wing position well, and hope that he can continue the absolute masterclass that is going on from the Wellington Phoenix. And by that, I don't really mean masterclass, I mean solid class. You know, we don't mind it. It's going well. We're winning the game, and that's what we want to be doing. But I think another change is probably on the cards soon. With a ball coming on in for Ball, which straight away gets cleared away. Kakachi takes it up and is dancing around with it a wee bit. Passes it to Simon, back to Kakachi. Not a great ball, but Rufa has a hit. That would have been his first competitive goal for the Wellington Phoenix. Fun fact about that man, he's actually the grandson of Winton Rufa. Don't know if you've heard about him. He's quite an old player, but he is one of New Zealand's best players to play on a football pitch. So very happy to have him in the team. I think we will play Ben Wayne up top in advance forward. See how that goes for the last few minutes. Hooper hasn't had the influence that I was hyping up before the game, so we'll take him off, give him a rest. We don't want to aggravate the injury that he did get a few days ago. He's only back from that, so we can't be too hard on him, as Perth Glory has a last few minutes corner which goes straight to Makawa, and this man is running up the field like Ronaldo. He knows exactly what he's doing, plays it to Ball, but Ball does a pretty easy shot into the former Phoenix goalkeeper's hands, Liam Reedy. And with the clock ticking down, I can't see a way that we throw this one away. Well, now that there's been 5 minutes added on, I'm not feeling so great about that, but the clock still ticks, and I think we might come away with a victory and go through to the next round of the FFA Cup. Oh, I think I might have jinxed it. They're out, and we come away with the win. That's great news. We'll let the guys know that was a good performance. Very happy with that performance. No complaints from me. A good win, well done. They all react great, and that is the end of the first match. After that first match, we've got our post-match analysis, our first one of the season. We are able to see the match ratings, and it looks like overall, as we expected, the front line is easily the strongest part of our team, and the defence is where we can improve, and I think that's what I'm going to take from this first match, and try and look in the transfer market for a new centre-back. As you can see here, I am kind of focused on just finding the best players, but it is clear that we do need new centre-backs. Although our goalkeeper is quite good, he's going to need some support in front of him to stop those shots coming in. 63% possession is 8 shots on target. I'm not too disappointed by that. I'm happy with how the tactic played, but we do definitely need to get a few more solid centre-backs in there. And I think Hudson Mahoney is fine, but right now maybe we could improve. But honestly, if we don't, I'm not going to be too disheartened. I think we've got a pretty solid side, and I do actually think we'll be able to challenge for a bit of a top three sort of finish this season. I don't know if that's been overly ambitious, but we'll have to see how it goes. The FFA Cup second round draw is on the 14th, so still 14 days away, and we'll be able to see who we line up against in that second round. Still a few rounds away from our club vision of getting to the quarterfinal, but even if we don't, it's not like we're going to get sacked for it. But I think that's where we're going to end the second episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support on the channel so far, and I hope you come back for the next episode where hopefully we will have a few signings, and hopefully Billingsley is confirmed and that new centre back that I'm talking about is confirmed. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.